Hello everybody at Enchanted Emerald. This is Melissa bringing you another reading for today, Friday, July 16th, 2021. As always, if you're catching me on the live, please don't hesitate to say hi. And if you're catching me on the replay, please don't hesitate to hit me with the hashtag replay down in the comments below. If you feel so inclined to share this post to help me to get messages filtered out to those that may benefit from hearing them, please don't hesitate to share this as well. If you're interested in winning a reading, I will be doing a drawing the last Wednesday of this month. So if you share, like this post, share this post, and comment that you have shared this, I will enter you into that drawing that I'll be doing on the last Wednesday as well. So before I got into this reading, Spirit was just bringing the reading to me before I even got a card drawn. So there's a lot of free-flowing energy with this, and I'm just feeling like it's almost like a pressure cooker where this energy is just built up so much, and it's time. Like there's time for action now. And so out of the traditional Rider-Waite deck, we have here the Page of Cups with the Eight of Wands. These two cards came out together, so definitely a time for some loving communication. You're going to have some communication coming in fast and hard. I do feel like we're talking about this space and time where you've kind of gotten used to the communication that's been happening, the dynamic that's been happening. And so it's like where you lift weights, where you can start with a small weight and you can gradually build yourself up into like bigger weights, and it becomes easier and easier for you. I feel like it's just this pot, right, that you've had this water on and it's been bubbling up, and now it's like at this like really strong boiling point, and it's boiling, but it's built up gradually, so you didn't really understand what was happening. But now that it's boiling, this pot, right, it's like ready to be cooking. You're feeling like you're being cooked in this situation. And so you're like, I can feel this now. And I feel like it was something that maybe needed to be said, or some things that needed to come out and have this discussion. But you know, I feel like maybe you questioned your abilities at some point. And so now it's a time for you to kind of look at like, hey, is it that I'm not capable of having this conversation, or is it that I'm not willing to have this conversation? Because if you're looking at your capabilities, it's, you know, do you have this skill, or is it that you're just not willing to actually put in the effort? Are you worried that you're going to just react to the situation and maybe say some things that you might regret? Because you might be feeling inept. You might be feeling like you don't have the skill. You might be feeling clumsy as you try to have those conversations, and so maybe you've just avoided it all of this time. But I feel like it's to this point where you're at a point where you have nothing to lose, right? Or you can't afford to lose, right? So you have to have this conversation now. And I hear this like song, you know, that it's like Under Pressure, those lyrics to that song, like Under Pressure. So I feel like, you know, you really have to come forward now. There's something that has to be done, and you have to be accountable, hold other people accountable, and be accountable for where you are in terms of allowing it to get to this point, right? And you know, give credit where credit is due. You might not really care for someone's personality, but if they have done really well in managing something up until now, or if they have a skill that's greater than yours, you know, acknowledging that, right? Seeing that in somebody is a good thing, but acknowledging in yourself too that you have that is a really good thing too. And so, but I just feel like this situation has just kind of like quadrupled, right? Like it's grown into this massive thing, and it's grown so big that you feel like it's just out of your control right now. Like you've just been totally avoiding this. So it's really time right now to start. So maybe how you've been communicating in the past, you have, you know, Spirit brings in like these 4 blocks, right? Where we have these things that we may have been working on overcoming, right? So these 4 blocks to communication, these things that we could be doing, we could be being, you know, communicating in a way that we are criticizing one another, right? Where we're kind of attacking somebody's character, because we could be very defensive, right? Where we're making excuses for our behavior, right? And that kind of ruins our credibility with somebody else, right? So they might not trust us. We could be straight out using words of, like hateful words, like things that are very much in contempt of one another, or we could be mocking one another, and that can create this build of uneasiness between one another. Or it could have led to a point where one or the other party has completely shut down, where you have begun to stonewall each other, or give each other the silent treatment. More, you probably have heard it more referred to as like the silent treatment, right? But it's time now to really get to a point where you're holding yourself accountable for some of these defense mechanisms that you have built over the years, and understand that that's a defense mechanism that is no longer serving you, especially in this situation. And so it's a time now to start to, hi Robin, thanks for hopping on, to use kind words to convey genuine care and concern for one another, and to use your I statements to decrease the risk of somebody becoming so defensive, right? Saying, I feel such and such, right? And it's about how you're communicating with one another in that way to help to start to take control, or feel as though you're taking steps in the right direction with this situation to make it a little bit more manageable overall. But this is something that it needs to be said. There's things that need to come out into the open, and wounds that will start to heal as a result of that. And so that is the message that we have here for Friday. So I do so hope that this resonates for you. If it does, please do let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. As always, if you're interested in your own personal reading, I would love to be able to do that for you. Again, this weekend, healings 1 to 4 tomorrow. Yes, 1 to 4 tomorrow, and 3 to 7 Sunday. And Monday, we're looking out. I think I have life coaching sessions. So if you're interested in anything, let me know. And I will be back as always with another read for you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.